First of all, you see, we think that, okay, spirituality means an individual progressing to find out what is his true nature. That's what spirituality is all about, trying to understand the deeper idea regarding who we are and what is the nature of reality. This is what spirituality is all about. Fair enough. At the individual level, you understand the journey, searching to make sense of our human condition, resolving. That's the whole idea of spirituality. So far, so good. But when this particular idea is then, for example, become available for the general public, for the greater public, things become weird. Let me explain. Have you noticed, Nishit Bhai, that, for example, if you see a single yob, coming across the street, there's no problem. He just walks away, smiles perhaps, doesn't even look at you, doesn't make any eye contact. If you find a group of yobs, kind of bunched together, then passing past them is not going to be easy because they might make some weird comments. Very disruptive. And you see exactly what's happened. Individually, they were okay, but when they were working as a group, they seem to have a different dimension, or a different kind of, approach altogether.
Crowd mentality, yes.
And this becomes very worrying because sometimes it's what happens the crowd mentality may be very conducive to spiritual progress, or the crowd mentality may be very kind of damaging for spiritual progress. And this is what we have to be observant about. So when religious ideas enter greater society, it has got a social dimension as well as a political dimension. I pass through lots of kind of places where people are singing, lovely bhajans, and they are kind of in the flow of bhakti, the flow of devotion. There's a group mentality. When they are trying to sing bhajans on their own, perhaps they don't get charged up as much. But when they're working together as a group and singing or chanting something together, it seems to, in a way, enhance their spiritual progress. So you see, here we see religious ideas entering society, and society in a way contributing positively for making that particular process visible. So that's positive. But same thing, for example, when you look at the idea of caste system in India,
yes,
still there, whether we like it or not, we see how the religious ideas, when they try and enter society is sometimes very prescriptive, very strict, very restrictive, and this turns into a very horrendous caste system whereby we judge a person by his birth, etc. So the social dimension sometimes is very helpful, sometimes very harmful. Helpful when, for example, people get together for making spiritual progress and enhance each other's progress by working together. Whether they're singing bhajans or doing katha, I smile. I cannot subscribe to the idea of kathas, but the thing is, if these people are getting charged by it, of course I must say it's a good idea. In the same way, when I see the social customs that we can't seem to break free from, and they were kind of introduced in the name of religion, and we have tremendous love for religion, so we are struggling to break free from severe social restrictions that we have seen imposed on our society over thousands of years. So again, you see, the social dimension in a way is corrupting the deeper vision of religion on the issues like social customs. For example, the role of women was denigrated strongly. And again, this is the social aspect to when religions enter society and are not well, and if you're not vigilant, they can be very degenerative and degrading women, for example. So we have to recognize the social dimension to religion and the political dimension to religion as well. And this is what I've been kind of talking about on my WhatsApp clips, because I really feel very grieved to see the state of this wonderful spiritual nation reduced to being almost living like brutes, brutal living standards. And this hurts me. So that is the only reason why I kind of just mention that it is necessary to re-invoke the spiritual dimension, the spiritual aspiration that our nation had for over thousands of years. That is why I sometimes dabble into social and political issues.
Free e-learning course in Hinduism. To register, please visit www.hindu-academy.com.
Talks on Hinduism. Sponsored by People Care. Encouraging caring for the elderly in their own homes. For more information, please visit peoplecare.com.